Hello everyone, welcome back to Polygon Wizard Plays Minecraft. This is episode 26. I'm here with one of my trusty steeds out in the middle of the wilderness. Well, it's actually my road, I just haven't built the road yet, but you know, halfway between the stronghold and my house. And today I'm going to show you what I've been up to since the last time I did an episode. And you know, it's somewhere out in the middle of the desert, something new. So anyway, let's get started. Okay, let's leave these piggies behind and move forward here. Still don't know why there's so many pigs and stuff right here in the middle of this road right before you get to the desert. As you guys know, it's been a little bit of a break since the last time I did an episode. It was episode 25, and I did the special montage video, and this is what I've been up to since then. I haven't played Minecraft a ton, because Battlefield 4 beta came out for a couple weeks, and I played that. And then I also just played Bioshock Infinite recently, because I was craving something different to play. So I've been doing that in addition to a little bit of Minecraft, but this is what I'm up to. Now, full disclosure, I tried recording some of this episode before, and the footage was corrupted, and like the video was only half there, and there's a giant black bar blocking the bottom of the screen, so if you're looking right here, you wouldn't be able to see anything kind of below. This part would have been gone, so it was unusable, unfortunately. I did some of this building on camera, but that's okay, we'll get back to it. I'll give you a little bit of an explanation here. This, if you remember, all that you see left here are the farms, as all that's left of this little desert village that's out here. If you go down here towards the swamp, you see familiar places such as the Stronghold entrance and Cow Island. Yes, I didn't forget about Cow Island. I think I'm going to have to do that in every episode now just because it cracks me up. Cow Island! Woo-hoo-hoo. Alright, anyway, let's get off of you. For a while here, I had the kind of village well, and I had a chest in it. And then I tore it out because it was too close to the building front here. But you guys may be wondering what this is. Some of you may already know what it is. This here is the beginnings of an iron golem farm. And this is all I'm going to do. This is one sort of spawning pod? I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Now, if you build the full thing from a tutorial that I did, JL2759 or whatever his name is, JL Zip Crowd guy that is friends with DocM. They do all the snapshot videos way back when he did this kind of design, and DocM did a tutorial for it. And so that is what I was doing this off of. This is only one section. If you do the full thing, you go like 70 more blocks up in the air or something, and you have another one of these, and then you go a whole bunch of blocks that way or that way in either direction and build another tower of them, and they meet in the middle. I'm just doing one of them because that's all I need really for myself. But before this, I had, that footage I mentioned that I recorded, I had this glass tube wasn't there. It was just the hole. And I had a bunch more dirt down here. I had corrals. So I took basically all the villagers from the village. I had them all corralled up in a dirt area. And then I did water elevators up to each one of these little side areas. So kind of where this is right in the middle was a big dirt tower with water in the middle. And you just put all source blocks. So you can't just pour one thing of water and have it go down. It doesn't work because it has to be source blocks, or otherwise they won't climb it. And then you put a little bit of air in between. They could probably go this whole distance without having to breathe, but just in case I added like one or two in between, just to be on the safe side, because I only had a few villagers to start with. And basically you transport 2 into each one of these pods, and then they spawn until you get 16. Let's head up and look. But yeah, to get them up there, I use sort of water to push them up. I tried pushing them myself, and that was just a pain in the butt. Didn't work out. So this is the top layer. The layer under this looks kind of the same. You have all these doors, and you basically have water running all the entire length, and then you have water in the corner, so it's all pushing diagonally and straight, depending on where you're at. All you see is kind of diagonal run. No matter where an iron golem spawns in here, he will be pushed to the center and he'll fall down. So here you see you have villagers on each side, and you've got water pushing them to the center so that when they're breeding they don't pop through a wall or anything. And mine is a little uneven, but that doesn't matter. So you have 3 over here, 4 on the front and the back, and this one over here has 5, but that doesn't really matter because there's a total of 16. So that means iron golems will spawn. So since this isn't a spawn, I have to hang out here, so if I want them to stay here, I just go AFK for a while to get some iron. Well, the reason I'm building this is so I can get some iron built up to finish off my Enderman farm. If you remember the last time I went there, I've only built like maybe, I think, a third of the layers. I still may not do the total, all of the layers, but I will build some more to it, just so it's more efficient so I don't run out. Right now it runs out right about when I'm level 20, when I'm just, you know, smacking the Enderman in the face. Well, in the legs really, but... So I want it to go a little bit more efficient so I can go all the way to 30 without having to worry about it. So I need more iron to finish it. I've got pretty much all the other materials because of my spider grinder that I have down there. I have it being all for my string. I built that up enough. Now I just need stuff to make pistons and the tripwire hooks, which means iron. I have plenty of wood. And I have plenty of redstone, and all the other things I need. It's just the iron was kind of the bottleneck. So that's what this is for. I went AFK for, I don't know, a couple hours, 2 or 3 hours or something. And this is how much I've gotten so far. So it works really, really well. Every, you know, I think it's between 5 and 10 minutes, something, an iron golem will fall in here and burn to death. It takes quite a while. And then, you know, I've got a bunch of roses too here, so not too shabby. And I just noticed I am on peaceful. No, I play on normal most of the time. Sometimes on hard. But, yeah. Had no idea until my hunger wasn't going down and it was stuck at the little half thing. Otherwise, I might not have even noticed it. I put it on peaceful for when I'm in creative mode, which I've been doing a little bit in that to work this thingy out. So this is kind of just the front wall. And I might do a little bit more detail work as well in here somehow. But this kind of... is just one area, and then it will go, I think, 2 back, 3 over, 2 back, and then this goes up right on the corner, and kind of has kind of a curved wall. But the reason I'm doing this is I want to make kind of an industrial area out here. I might make a few more machines, like a tree machine or something. I may or may not use them a lot, but it'll be kind of cool just to build something different, build some machines, but then put them in sort of, hide them in sort of buildings as well. I don't know. I'm probably going to go a little higher on that. I went and made myself an ice cube tray over in a taiga thing by the house that I have. And this is all the ice I got, just with about, I don't know, 30 minutes of work. Not too bad. My silk touch shovel is now, well, the one I've been using is now worn out pretty much. Here's a bunch of extra stuff. Here's all the dirt I was using. I picked up a bunch of sand and some sandstone. I've already taken some of that back even to the plantation. All the extra stuff, but as you can see, this is all the hardened clay I have left. I had 2 more full stacks. That's what took. This right here is 2 full stacks minus the 2 that was in that chest of cyan colored stained clay. That was all I had from just all of the clay I collected, so I need to do a ton of collecting. So I'm gonna have to do it out here in the ocean. I think it's a pretty good place to get clay if you don't know where to gather it, at least until 1.7 comes out. It's a good place to get clay. And you just need a respiration helmet, basically, and you can go down there, scuba dive in and get it. Now when 1.7 comes out, you can make a water breathing potion, and that'll be even better, but we don't have that quite yet. 1.7, though, is in pre-release, so it's very, very soon. Perhaps even the next episode of Minecraft I do here will be in 1.7. This place is dangerous at night, so what I'm going to do is perhaps maybe fight a few mobs while I talk a little bit about, you know, Battlefield 4 is kind of the reason I was gone. I mentioned earlier, I did a few videos on my channel. If you only watch the Minecraft stuff, I've done about 3 or 4 videos for the Battlefield 4 beta. I'm going to continue doing those for release. At least that's the plan. Battlefield is, you know, my multiplayer franchise. I love that game. I've played hundreds of hours of Battlefield 3. I've talked about that before. So I'm sure Battlefield 4 is going to be pretty much the same because I loved the beta. I had a ton of fun. So if you want a little bit more detailed you know, going into more detail on my opinions on that, you can look at the other videos on my channel. I do some kind of initial impressions and then final thoughts. I also did sort of a little short montage using some jazzy music, so it's a little different than, you know, the dubstep or the you know, metal music you normally see kind of first-person shooter montages. It fits my personality better. I like jazz music, you know. That's basically the reason I did that. Boy, you are jittery. What is your issue, boy? Here, I'll put you out of your misery. Oh man, the zombies in this game now. Look at that pack coming for me. But yeah, Battlefield 4, really, really good. A lot of fun. I'm going to be playing a lot of that when it comes out in about a week now when I'm recording this. It's a little bit less than a week. It's 6 days away. Can't believe it. So yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. I'll be putting more of those videos on the channel. I'm going to, you know, keep trying to do some Minecraft videos here and there because you can only shoot so many people at once. Hey, okay, you guys need to stay away from my horse. I am going to fight off the hordes. And I am going to go try and gather some material and be back with you guys. So I will be back shortly for you, long time for me, because that right there is 2 stacks of clay. Then I need a bunch to finish this thing. It's eventually going to be a tower. I think what I'm going to do is just make it a flat roof up here and not make it any taller, but I might put some sort of big sign on top or something. Maybe name this business. Like, I don't know, Iron Co. That actually sounds kind of cool. Very generic and corporate-y sounding. Plus, it's only a few letters, so it'll actually fit up there. So, anyway, what I might do is try and gather some more clay and we'll do some building, or I might pop into my creative world really quickly and kind of show you guys a quick, dirty rendition of where I'm at in designing this thing. I'm not sure yet, but, you know, you guys will be seeing shortly. Be back soon. Alright, I'm back here. This is my quick tutorial world I did for the Iron Golem farm, where I was building it when I was trying to figure things out. That's why you have the different colors of wool here, because I was just using what Doc M did in his tutorial, so I just kept the colors the same. So as you can see in here, I could just spawn them so they're all even. All these nice villagers just having fun in here. But this side is drop down. Hey, there we go. This is kind of what I've worked out so far for the building. And I did a different thing on each side. On this side is kind of plain. I didn't do much. This side I added a bunch of extra clay to kind of beef out the corner a bit, for lack of a better word. And I think I like it. It's kind of hard to say without building that side all the way around like this, because as you can see, I just have the beginnings of the shape over here. But I did like the opportunity on this side for these different layers to give it kind of a more interesting look to it, and it makes the bottom a lot more round or rounded. It's not even it's not like a natural circle or anything, but you know, not too shabby. And then what I think I'm going to do is finish off this on the top. Just since you're never up here anyway, you can just make it even, and I could even do a different block if I wanted. But then build up something, and we'll use ice to demonstrate it. Do the Minecraft letters out of stairs and stuff like that are about too high, so I was thinking build a sign about that high, kind of like if you ever see skyscraper or some buildings in a city that have a large billboard or a large kind of marquee sign. Marquee is the wrong word, but a large sign made of letters and things on top of the building. Kind of that was my idea. I might make bigger letters. I don't know. It just depends on what the name is, on how much I can get away with, because you can't be too big. That's kind of why I liked Iron Co. or something. I could even build it, you know, maybe all the way across, maybe up and down. I don't know. I hadn't figured that out yet. Also in here you can see that's how high another one of these spawning pod thingies, whatever, for lack of a better word, how high up that would be. So that was another reason I kind of decided against it, because if I was going to make a skyscraper out of this thing, I would need absolutely way too much clay in survival in order to build this tall. It's gonna be quite a bit for one person to do down there, especially, I'm not like the big huge YouTubers who can do this full time, I only got my spare time to do this, and even though I put a ton of time into Minecraft, I don't have the time to get the clay to build up this tall, so I nixed that pretty quickly. Plus, after testing it a bit, I could see that I get a decent amount of iron if I just AFK from, the game for a while, or even just, minimize it in the background, watch some YouTube videos or whatever. I get a decent amount of iron as that is, so I can get enough for my purposes. Ooh, tripping over my words here a little bit. All right, you know what? I'm going back to peaceful. Bye. Go away, you annoying slimes. That right there is why. Ooh, let's get in there. Just killed the door. Who cares? Aww. Well, you almost got to see an iron golem burn to death, but hey, that's okay. I don't know why I built it this way in here. I built it further back by one. I don't know. It looks kind of cool. And then I built the chest on the side instead of kind of in front of the blade, but it don't matter. Whatever. It was just testing things out. You, back here. Actually, let's put it like I have in the other one. Doop. The reason I'm using wooden buttons is they last just a little bit longer than stone buttons, even though I think the stone buttons look a little bit better. Let's slap one on there. So yeah, with this building, I think the stone button looks a little bit better because it blends in with a gray color. But, I don't know. Yeah, as you can tell, it's pretty short. So you really have to be on your game to get through there. I'm only going to do a little testing. Yeah, see, if you hit the wooden one first and then the stone one, they almost close at the same time. So you can see it's slightly longer, so who knows. If I'm going to be going in and out of there a lot, I might, use the wooden ones. If not, I'll probably just keep it as the stone ones for aesthetic purposes. Now, with 1.7 coming out, I might replace these ice blocks with glass, maybe panes, just to give it depth. Now, the reason is, once 1.7 comes out, is I can use colored glass. And if you haven't seen the colored glass yet in any snapshot videos or screenshots, anything of the sort, it looks really awesome. I'm really excited for it. Ooh, let's fly through here. Kill it. Hear it die. There you go. Yeah. Quick tip, if you go AFK, remember to turn your sound off, because if you forget, that gets really annoying when it goes through. I was doing that the other day. I had it in the background while I was watching a video, and it was like, wait a second, loud noises. But yeah, as you can see, this makes it have a bit of depth to it, but I don't like the clear color, especially way up there. I may stick with the ice because it's a little more opaque than what the colored glass ended up being. So when you're up here, it doesn't show through, or I could replace some of the blocks on the side of this with something else and then just put other blocks behind it. So it's like fake windows, basically, just to get a look and a design going. But I don't know, let me know what you guys think. I think that using these panes is nice because it gives a depth to it, where here being flush is kind of a little So I can use some of the blue, or I could use a different color, a gray, green, whatever. I can try something out and see what I like. They've got lots of colors. Anything, with the dye, you can make the glass that color now. And 1.7 isn't that far off, so it's not like I have to wait a long time to implement it, because I probably won't even have enough clay to build it before, 1.7 comes out anyway. So let me know what you guys think. Should I continue with the ice here? Or should I use colored glass? You want me to try it so you can see it once it comes out? I don't know. Let me know. Any other suggestions for this building you think might be cool? I'm probably going to put some detailing in somewhere somehow. I just haven't worked it out yet. I just wanted to show you guys where I was at right now. I think, I'm going to end the episode here, do a little bit of a shorter one, make it easy on you guys so you can finish it in one sitting without going forever. I do tend to make the longer episodes, but I think we're going to end it here, and next time we'll, do a little bit more work on this building, or maybe I'll do some work in between and show you the progress. I'm not sure yet, but, you know, let me know what you guys think of this so far, what it looks like, and, you know, any other suggestions you might have for what you'd like me to see, like a simple machine you'd like me to build, or, you know, it could be more complex. As long as there's a tutorial that I can copy, I can build it. If I have to figure it out on my own, it's got to be kind of simple. Otherwise, I probably won't figure it out. I'm not a redstone genius, but hey, whatever. Floats your boat. You know, any other thing that might fit in sort of an industrial or machines type area. That's kind of what I'm wanting to build out there close to the stronghold. So kind of make it, you know, if this were a city or something and you'd be going in, and that'd be the industrial area of town where all the factories and stuff like that would be at, or maybe, you know, corporate business like right here. Iron Co. just happens to have the machine inside, so I think it's going to be really cool. I got a couple ideas for other buildings I want to build out there. So, yeah, we're going to get started with this one. And, you know, don't worry, we're not finished with the plantation. I still got couple other things I want to build out there for sure. And a few other ideas that, you know, we can add as well. So, we're not finished out there. I just wanted to do something else for a little change of pace. So, until next episode, guys, have fun. And we'll see you next time.